Good day, everybody. I hope that you're well, and I also hope that you are having a good day so far. Today, we'll be doing our grade 7 English lesson on prefixes. And before we start, we're going to log on to aplusstudents.ca. Once you've logged on to aplusstudents.ca with our username as well as our password, and then we're going to select the subject of English language arts. We're doing grade 7. And then we are going to be scrolling down up until we get to our chapter of prefixes. All right, so our chapter is prefixes. Our subject is English language arts. We're doing grade 7. And then the lessons that we are going to be focusing on under the chapter of prefixes, it is words with pre and words with re. So words with pre and words with re. All right. So basically, when it comes to a prefix, right? Firstly, in our previous lesson, we did suffixes, right? And we said a suffix is a word that you add at the end of a base word. And once we add that word to the end of the base word, it changes the meaning of the word. And now we have a prefix on the other hand. And a prefix is also a word that we add to the base word, but we add it at the beginning of the base word. So we added the beginning of the base word, and it basically changes the meaning of the word. All right. And we say that when it comes to a prefix can be added to the beginning of a base word. Once it is added to the beginning of a base word, it then changes the meaning of the word because it creates a new word. So we'll have our prefix, for example, pre or re, and then you have your base word, whatever the base word is. Once we add either the word pre or re to that base word, and then it changes the meaning of that new word. All right. And knowing the meaning, firstly, a prefix has its own meaning, right? And we're going to find out what the meaning of the word pre is and what the meaning of the word re is. So a prefix has its own meaning already. And knowing the meaning of a prefix can help you to determine the meaning of a word. All right. So now we come to our word, the prefix. So the prefix pre. So the prefix pre means before. So this prefix pre means before. And also we have a prefix re. And the prefix re means again. So these are words that you will add at the beginning of your word, your base word, and will basically change the meaning of the word. So now we're going to look at a few examples of prefixes, right? Prefixes with the word pre and prefixes with the word re. And if we look at the prefixes pre first, which means before, and the prefixes, right? We have a word prevent. It's like you should stop doing something before something happens. That's prevent. Then we also have the word pre-made. What does it mean when we say it was pre-made? If we say something was pre-made, what does it mean? So far we have two words. We have prevent, pre-made. We even have preheat. It's where we heat something while we're still busy preparing the stuff. Then we also have our preschool. They send you to preschool before you come to, let's say, grade one. And then you're in preschool, before school. Then you have preview. We have pre-test. That's a test that we do before we write the actual test. And pre-plan. All right. And if we look at these words here on the left hand side, right, which is prevent, pre-made, preheat, preschool, preview, pre-test, and pre-plan. These words start with the word pre. And the word pre is going to be added at the beginning of a base word. All right. And remember, keeping in mind, here we have prevent, pre-made, preheat, preschool, preview, pre-test, pre-plan. Here we have that word, but remember, once it is added to a suffix, the word changes. The meaning of the word changes. and then we have pre-plan. All right. And now if we look at the word re, that is the words with pre, right? But now if we look at the words with re means again. So re means again, which means that whatever our sentences are going to be, the word again will play. All right, and we're going on to re, and we said re means again, right? Again, something is going to happen. That is what re means. And if you look at a few examples, right, of the word re, all right, if we look at the word pre, if we were to redo something, what does it mean? Redo. What does it mean if you want to redo something? So redo, which means that re means again, and do is something that you need to do. So which means that you are doing it again. All right, so we have redo. It's something that says that you're going to do it again. Reuse. If you look at the word reuse, what do you think the word reuse means? If redo is to do it again, then reuse. What is reuse? So reuse, it means that we're going to use it again. Rename. Let's rename our puppy. Refold. We can even rejoin or refix something. Let's say retell something. And this is but a few examples of the word re as well as the word as well as the word pre. We say pre means before. All right. And when we look at these words, right, we have re means again, but we have pre, which means before. All right. So now we're going to a+students.ca. These are but a few examples before we go. These are but a few examples of the word pre and the word re. And remember, we said that once you add these words, either pre or re, to a base word, and then it changes the meaning of the word. All right. So now we're going to a+students.ca. And we said a prefix can be added to the beginning of a base word. Then we have our prefix pre, which means before, prefix re, which means again, So we need to add either our prefix or our prefix pre or prefix re to the beginning of our base word. And we said our prefix re means again. All right, and we made a list of words. All right, so now we're going to our test. All right, and we are about prefixes. Prefixes. So now we're going to words with pre, right? And remember we said words with pre. Pre means before. And we said a prefix is added to the beginning of a base word. And once it is added to the beginning of a base word, you create, and then it creates a new word. And knowing the meaning of the prefix will help you to know the meaning of whatever the base word latches onto. And we say pre means before. All right. So now we're going to look at a few words, right? Not even a few words. We're just going to look at two or three words and then we're going to our test. And this is where we're going to use the word, the prefix, right, which is before. We have the word predate, right? And the predate, if it says that this helps to determine that dinosaurs predate, right? So dinosaurs, they predate. All right. And keeping in mind that the word pre means before. So when you add the word pre, right, in front of a base word, a word that can stand on its own, it changes the meaning, but keeping in mind that it means before. All right, so now we're looking at the test. We need to say, when would a group of people pre screen a movie? So if you were to pre screen a movie, is it option one, before the film is released to the public, or after the film is released to the public? We need to pre screen a movie. And if we were to pre screen a movie, pre screening is before the film is released to the public. And now, when might you see a preview for a new television show? A preview for a new television show. All right. So now we need to say, when might you see a preview of a movie? Preview. All right. And when might we see a preview of something? Is it option one, after the show has been released, or option two, before the show has been released? And the word preview is something that we will watch before it has been released. So before it is released, then we watch a preview. It is before. Now we need to say which is pre-writing. Is it research or editing? Before you write, do you research or editing? Which one is correct? Option one or option two? And if we were to select the pre-writing, before we write, we research. All right. So this is the end of our lesson on prefixes. We say prefixes is a word that we add at the beginning or just before our base word. And once we add that word to our the word to the base word, and then it changes the meaning of that word. All right, so this is now the end of our lesson. Thank you very much, grade 7, for joining the class. And I really hope that you're going to have a good day further. So till next time, goodbye.